Hi everyone, The River here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Lil Uzi Vert EP, Red and White. This is a new EP of tracks from Philly rapper and singer Lil Uzi Vert. It's been a minute since we've heard from them, and that's understandable as 2020 was a pretty prolific year with the long-awaited release of Eternal Atake, the deluxe version of Eternal Atake, which dropped an entire album's worth of tracks on the original record. There was also the collab with Future, Pluto, and Baby Pluto. We're supposed to be getting another mixtape drop this year, but in the meantime, we've got this Red and White EP. This thing was originally released on SoundCloud, which I think is a fitting platform considering that this is some of the rawest stuff that Uzi has brought to the table since their SoundCloud days. Whether that be the track Hitting My Shoulder, which, damn, this track goes, the rumbling bass, the murky keys, the wheezy little lead melodies all snap perfectly to Uzi's speedy refrains. There's also the repetitive and hype ISSA hit, which reads like Uzi's own nod to the recent rash of rage music out there, especially with their exasperated and shouty chorus. Like, this cut could have easily been on a whole lot of Red, but still, this is a sound and a style that Uzi bends to their benefit on here. There's also the preposterous Glock In My Purse, which is a pretty hilarious fashion statement about, you know, rocking a bag, Uzi commenting on it being a purse or not a purse, and there's a lot of weird standout lines on this one. They don't like TLC, but I guess they're in love with chili. Also talking about how their not a purse has a Glock in it and, you know, not lip gloss, but lean and penicillin. Uzi's stocked up on antibiotics. Again, the bars across this track, ridiculous, hilarious. There's also the closer Final Fantasy, which handily has the most epic beat on the entire EP with its grand string movements, bright bells, soaring guitars. Uzi brings a passionate performance on the chorus as well. The production on the track does carry a bit, and I wish the verses had as much going for them as the choruses, but this track is still a major highlight here, especially with Uzi kind of giving out these agonized emo-style lead vocals around the midpoint of the track. Flex Up has a pretty solid song structure and chorus as well, and I found the rest of the EP to be pretty listenable. The weakest moments on this thing don't really overstay their welcome, but I will say there are still tracks that suffer from Uzi's trademark lack of variation or direction. You know, putting out songs that feel like they're kind of caught in a loop. I Know is an example, also For Fun. The track Cigarette is so washed out and psychedelic it feels almost lost in the sauce. And believe me, for as cathartic as Uzi's performance is on this one, their vocal lines are pretty out of tune with the instrumental. It's really tone-deaf performance overall, especially on the intro. Overall, this is a pretty solid EP from Uzi Vert. Everything you need, nothing you don't, not overproduced, not over-budgeted, not anything like that. Are there some subpar and some average moments on this thing? Yes, but I kind of went into this expecting that because Uzi has never kind of proven to be a top-tier lyricist or vocalist, but they still do get by just on pure energy alone on a lot of these cuts, as well as charisma and personality. Not to mention they're just on with some of these hooks. Feeling a strong 6 to a light 7 on this one. Transition. Have you given this EP a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Lil Uzi Vert, forever.